Living Word with Pastor Arlene.
We looked at John 20:22 in the New Living Translation, where Jesus breathed on the disciples and they got born again. So now we see that they're born again, but I want us to look at Acts 1:8, and actually Acts 1:4-8. And being assembled together with them, he commanded them not to depart from Jerusalem. Notice, he told them not to depart from Jerusalem. Now they knew they were going to have to go out and preach the gospel. They were born again at this point. But Jesus said, don't depart from Jerusalem, but wait. He told them to wait for the promise of the Father. Jesus had already told them if he didn't leave, the Father wouldn't send the Holy Spirit, and he was going to ask the Father to send the Holy Spirit. So wait for the promise of the Father, which he said, you have heard of from me. For John truly baptized with water, but you shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit not many days from now. Here Jesus is telling them there is a subsequent experience from being born again, and that is to be baptized with the Holy Spirit. Therefore, when they had come together, they asked him, saying, Lord, will you at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? And he said to them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father has put in his own authority. But you shall receive power. Now here is the endowment with power. But you shall receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you shall be witnesses to me in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth. They were to stay in Jerusalem until they be endued with power from on high. You see, we don't have to wait because the Holy Spirit has come. They had to wait for the Holy Spirit to come. But there is the baptism of the Holy Spirit. That's the endowment of power. That's the entrance into the supernatural power of God. It's the entrance into the gifts of the Spirit. So they were to be witnesses. And I know a lot of times people think we're to go witnessing. And I'm not saying we're not to go witnessing, but Jesus didn't tell us to go witnessing. He told us to be witnesses. And those witnesses, what were they to do? Well, they were to be a witness to the power of God, a witness for the gospel of Jesus Christ to be manifest in their lives. So they had to wait for this subsequent experience of being filled or baptized with power, baptized by the Holy Spirit. So if Jesus said they should wait for the baptism of the Holy Spirit, and they needed to wait for that to receive power, I believe today we need the baptism in the Holy Spirit to receive that power to be witnesses, to be able to fulfill the great commission that Jesus has called us to.